Before we start the video, I want you to go watch Paris's original video before you say anything in my comments. And I want you to know that there's misogyny and there's a compound trans misogyny, okay? Thank you. Go do some research on that because that is a thing. Trans misogyny. Now, in the video, Paris says people always feel the need to involve what men identify as when bringing up misogyny and feminism. And she's referring to trans women. It's important that you know the difference between sex and gender. There's two sexes, female and male, biological. Those won't change, but you know, there's intersex, all that. And there's been a lot of intersex athletes. People clearly don't take those people well. So, you know. And then there's gender, okay? Gender changes. It's a social construct. Woman, man, girl, boy, gender titles, okay? For example, back in the 1700s, makeup and heels were invented for men, and it was a sign of masculinity and wealth. The higher your heels were, the more wealthy you were, and, you know, also more masculine. Women didn't really wear that, so it was considered masculine to wear those. But now it's the opposite, because what society views you as changes over time, whether they see you as a woman who's feminine, a woman who's masculine, a man who's feminine, a man who's masculine. I want you to know they don't always look how you want them to. Like I said, society believes men should be masculine, women should be feminine. But that's not the case. There's masculine women, there's feminine men. They don't always look the way you want them to, okay? Paris was correct to say that biological women should be able to discuss our misogyny without bringing in other identities. But she was transphobic to refer to trans women as men, because they're not men, they're males. And we can always accept that. We can always accept there's two sexes, but there aren't two genders. Non-binary, that's a gender. There's always two sexes, never only two genders. So yes, she was transphobic to say trans women, to refer to them as men. They're males. And people are really, really, really strict on that. So yes, you have to word it better, okay? You do. You just have to. But since misogyny and trans misogyny exists, I believe there should be a place where trans women can talk about trans misogyny with cisgender women, maybe, or maybe just by themselves, but we should also have both, and then we should also have just cisgender women. So, yeah. I mean, you know, I'm a feminist, obviously. Nothing about anything that I have said goes against my ideologies of a feminist, but I'm also just not transphobic, so...